cuteness, experience the emotion of love, goodwill toward man, and just a sense of fairness, and that something worth fighting for like that. Not violently, but just demanding that we have fairness. But we have a lot to be grateful for. If you look for that every day, you'll find plenty of reasons to be grateful to God. And conversely, if you look for reasons to feel sorry for yourself, you're sure to find plenty of them every day. But folks, we're family and we've got to start thinking like that. And it is a little incestuous, even when you think of Adam and Eve, the first people. Okay, well, maybe that wasn't incestuous because, perhaps they are brother and sister in a literal sense, but there was this land of Nod. I don't hear any preachers ever talk about the land of Nod. That one story of creation is Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. Well, they didn't even have a daughter. Where did Cain, after he killed Abel, his brother, where did he find a wife? Well, in the land of Nod, obviously. And this is where creation started. And of course, the land of Nod's already populated. So, the Bible is not just the Adam and Eve story. But it is important to understand our origins and the fact that after we sinned, whatever this forbidden fruit we imbibed in is a metaphor for, we hurt God so badly he was sorry he created us. He says he repented of creating us. So we got to understand that our relationship with God got off to an exceedingly rocky start. Evil got some power over this planet. The curse subsequently befell the earth. This explains why there's thorns on roses. I mean, other than that, or God's a big a-hole. Why would he do that? Why would he create punishing heat and bitter cold and all the natural disasters? Why would an all-loving, all-powerful God allow this? The curse is the only way to explain it. And there could be countless similar stories being told out through the universe, through our galaxy. Well, you could count them in our galaxy probably. But the similarity that we share with these advanced beings, these godlike creatures, that God, I believe, is living vicariously through all creation, all the flora, all the fauna, God, life itself is God. But is that we have this free will choice. So it's our decision, a conscious decision, to be who you need to be, man. Be who you want to be who's going to please God, and by extension, automatically, default, you'll please man. You'll seek, because you understand that's the way to please God, is by caring about your fellow man. Is that an exclusive thing? No, it doesn't stop with your family. Okay, you got to think of everybody as your family. You may not be able to afford to buy a birthday gift for all of them, a Christmas present, whatever, gifts, but you can imagine them as your brother or sister, your son or your daughter, your mother or your sister, okay? And that's what we are to do, to please God and find true happiness. That's it. Because the rest of it's not worth a crap. All these people with their extravagant lifestyle and their gobs of dough, okay, no, pseudo happiness. They're delusional. If they're beaming with joy, what appears to be joy, real joy, that's demonic. That's what that is. They're out of touch with the heart and mind of God. This is a time to be sober minded, friends, and realize God is not happy with our progress. It's really been regress. My whole life I've watched this thing unfold. The currency debasement. That's why I say historically that's why it builds up, because these evil men can't stop themselves, like drunken little spoiled brat children that have hijacked the country. Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals, reds, blues, socialists, capitalists, they're all just words. They're evil men. At the end of the day, they've subjugated their consciences. They don't value them. They'd commit genocide if they needed to get their way. Are these people you want to hitch your wagon to? But that's what I mean about how it infiltrates us locally like a disease that people get, the love of money, more than human beings. And we're in trouble as a result, a lot of trouble. And we need to repent. And we need to make an amends to God and man. Say, God, I'm sorry. Let me change me. Just ask God, God, I want the right opinion. I want the right values. I want the right convictions. I want to be real. I want to be somebody you like. I know you love me, but you love evil men too. No, I want to be more than that. I want to be a child you like. genuinely like, and then go out and help vindicate your name and win friends for you. Let people know how precious they are, how much you care about them. Don't believe the world that tells them that they're just another warm body and we don't need you anymore. No. But as far as foreigners and refugees, I say bring them all in. I'm no xenophobe, so I don't want to come off as a mean guy. But let's do things in an orderly fashion. Take care of our own native-born American sons and daughters, the citizens first. If we're going to spend $100,000 a year on criminals, we could sure as hell spend 50. Okay, that's a lot. I mean, you know what most people on Social Security get? Maybe 10, 15 grand a year, 20 grand a year, maybe if they're lucky. But most people, the criminals are getting 100,000. So can we spend 50, 25, 15,000 a year to take care of them? Can we spend that 50 billion logically, fiscally prudently, and purchase people homes so that we solve the problem of unaffordable housing once and for all? Can we do that? Can we really make progress and make America a nation we're proud of? Or are we just going to just drag ourselves and everybody down to the pit? Well, God's only going to allow it to go so far because the righteous are going to stand up. Listen, he's drawn a line in the sand. He's not going to take these evil men bullying the righteous around, the meek around indefinitely. No, there's an end. The good guys end up winning this thing. Otherwise, a whole history of humanity would be an unreadable book, an unwatchable movie, utterly repulsive. So the good guys can win. That's the good news. So be optimistic if you're righteous and meek and you want fairness. Just simple things that normal people want that are in their right mind. Trust in God. Don't trust in the things of this world. They're fleeting and they're fickle, and a lot of times they're just flat out evil. All right, friends, got to wrap it up. I'm on to some recent current events and other talking points. I don't have much. Not paying attention much. I've become very anti-political lately, and I'm just sickened by all of it. You show me what's right. You show me America what you're going to do. But I've got no faith in the political process, the politicians. I'm very cynical about these people. I think they're in cahoots with those that don't want solutions, because the solutions means irrelevance for them. It's their job security to maintain the problems. The problems must persist in their minds, and come hell or high water, they must do what they have to do. They're in it deep. They can't stop themselves. They're drunk. So the only way to stop them is with the finger, the hand of God at this point. And like the book of Daniel, last chapter, and Daniel talks about men becoming knowledgeable, and this is part of it. This is God working through human beings. But it's not through violence this time. That's why this time it's for good. It's permanent. It's the will of God being imposed upon the earth. It's time, and the only way these people will relent is by force, by the force of the very finger, the hand of God, and vicariously working through human beings like you and I. Knowledge is greatly increased on the earth in the days before the end of the age, not the end of time, not the end of the world, but the end of the age. So, if Trump is serious about running again, the first thing he should do is come out, publicly apologize to the mainstream media for calling him fake news and all that. Sincere or not, he's got to do it. I was thinking about fixes for traffic. Here's a solution. Stagger the time people start and stop their job. If you got a bunch of people, 10, 20, 100, 500,000 workers, tens of thousands of workers, stagger the time they start, okay, and stop. So by 15 minutes, you understand that? At least that's going to dry up traffic on the highways by 50% right there. If people are leaving at a 15-minute different time now. And also remember this, the traffic's going to be lighter. They're going to get to work to and fro their home a lot quicker. How come I'm the only guy? What, am I the only guy in the whole world that thought of that? Come on, come on, come on. You know how much gas we could save too from not being stuck in traffic? Hey, friends, listen, I got to leave it there. Listen, best everybody. Have a great day, have a great eternity, and just strive to be a nicer and nicer human being and win friends for God. Vindicate